The bane of amateur golf existence is an open-faced, weak slice. And one of the last things that amateur golfers unfortunately learn, or sometimes even never learn, is how to move the club face by using their hands and forearms in a manner that squares the face such that they don't have to do a lot of work late. And what I mean by do a lot of work late, I'm talking about work that happens right before that critical moment of impact. As a core principle of all elite play, it's do the work early such that you don't have to do it late. The amateur golf lesson is we're going to use a FRISBEE to learn to do our work much earlier in the downswing to create the face squaring necessary to prevent that ball from being that weak slice that is the bane of your existence. So let's jump right in. So let's start with an understanding of what we do to the face through our hands and through our forearms. And then we'll jump into how a FRISBEE toss can be practiced in your backyard to help you develop this outside of needing to go to a range or be at a golf course. So, any golf swing, the club head's coming in and it's likely open to where it needs to be. In fact, that's every golf swing. So what needs to happen on the downswing is we need to have a amount of work, a movement, if you will, done through our lead and trail forearm that works that face and points it or angles it more down towards the ground. So that would be like taking our lead hand with the logo of the glove facing up to the sky some amount and then working it down to the ground. Or if you feel things through your trail hand, which I do as a right-hand player and a right-handed person, the palm of the right hand is up to the sky and eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later, it's turning down to the ground. And as my right palm turns down to the ground, it turns the face down to the ground. And done early enough and clearly done enough. So that's the timing and also the amount of something. What we should be able to produce is a nice draw ball flight. So let me give it a try here. So there's exhibit A of me feeling like I'm turning my right palm down through the middle of the downswing, aligns the face close to the path and sends that ball off with that nice pretty draw. So here's how FRISBEE is going to help us learn to do the work early enough to the club face such that you're going to turn that slice into a draw. So the conventional FRISBEE toss starts with the top of the FRISBEE up to the sky, the base of the FRISBEE that catches the air down to the ground. We start with it on our trail side and we fling it forward onto our lead side. How we're going to reverse this, or enhance this exercise, is we're going to turn the FRISBEE where the base of it's up to the sky, and then at some point in the forward motion we have to turn that FRISBEE down to the ground before we release it, right? Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to educate your brain and your muscles to doing the necessary work early enough. And as you can see here, as I'm holding the FRISBEE in this orientation with the base of the FRISBEE that's catching the air up to the sky, it's similar to how I'm positioning my lead forearm and lead hand through the middle of the downswing. If I just grab that club and demonstrate down target line, that's the delivery, right? So if I drop the club, put my hand up on that FRISBEE, and then well before I get my lead arm and FRISBEE out in front of the midline of my body, I need to turn that FRISBEE down and then cross it over past the middle of my body and release it. So what is this movement called? It's a move called going from pronation of the lead arm, which is rolling the arm to the right, to supinating the lead arm, and then continuing that process into what's called external rotation of your lead shoulder. Now that may be too far down the technical rabbit hole, but understand this. As long as you're getting the FRISBEE turn from base up to base down, right back here on the trail side of your body, then you're flinging it through on the lead side. You're learning the motions in your backyard. They're going to help you move this club face from too open, excessively open, to more closed, closed enough to the path to be able to allow you to hit draws just like this. And tight draws. So, if you don't already have one, get yourself a FRISBEE, hang out in the backyard, hold that base up, turn it down, fling it on through, go chase it, do it back the other direction. You'd be surprised next time you go to the range how easy that draw is going to be.